I've been making a presentation. I've already been thinking on what to really discuss and who to discuss it with, what my audience will be. And I thought on the UN affairs because I felt I was inspired by the global issue that the UN tried to address. And the club is also in that same alignment. So I said, well, that would be a good thing to do. And since the UN is made out of a lot of countries in the world, which of course Liberia is part of, and Liberia has faced a lot of challenges over the past century or so. So I decided to talk on Liberia, give a little historical background about Liberia. So the topic is Liberia on the path to recovery. So I will just start off by giving you a little bit of background. I mean, where Liberia is located in the world. Liberia is actually located in West Africa. I wish I could just bring the map of Africa and show it, but I couldn't do that, so I just put the map of Liberia, but it's actually located in West Africa. It has, on the west of Liberia is Sierra Leone, which is another West African country, and on the north is Guinea, and then we are bordered to the east by Cote d'Ivoire, which is Ivory Coast, if some of you might know. And then on the south is the Atlantic Ocean, so Liberia is pretty much along the Atlantic Ocean, bordered by 3 other neighboring countries. And then we have 15 subdivisions, or we call them counties. But for this map, it's kind of not updated, so we have 13. We have like 2 added recently, so that makes it 15. And I'm from Sano County, which is in the southeast, and the capital city is Greenville. So I was born in Sano and raised in Sano. When I was 10, I moved to Bombay County, which is in the west. From there, I came back to the capital city of Monrovia. So I pretty much been, like, I've seen the on a stable level, I've seen 3 counties in Liberia. And then I talked about the Liberian flag. Some might be familiar with this flag. It's almost like the US flag. That gives you a little bit of clue that Liberia has a connection to the US, historical connection. So this flag, there are 11 stripes, 6 red, 5 whites. And then you have a star in a blue background. The 11 stripes represent those that had a declaration of independence for Liberia. And the star represents freedom for Liberia. And then you have the red represent bravery, the valor. The white represent purity. The blue represents the African mainland. And I'll just touch on some key facts about Liberia. Liberia has, according to a 2012 estimate by the CIA World Factbook, Liberia has 3.8 million population. It's a pretty small country. And we were founded in 1822 by the American Colonization Society. So you see why Liberia is kind of having the flag. There were free slaves that came from America in the 1800s, and then they settled in that part of Africa, in Liberia. And Liberia comes from the word labor, meaning free. So we had our independence 165 years ago, 1847, and we had a brutal civil war. It started in 1989 to 2003. It was 14 years, 250,000 were dead of citizens, and 500,000 were displaced in other countries. So it was pretty bad. So I'll also touch on few sectors, for example, health, the economy, and education. The health sector was destroyed by the war. So basically 95% of the whole health sector was destroyed, infrastructure and facilities were destroyed. We had like 800 practicing doctors in 1989. That was reduced to 50 in 2003, so it was pretty bad. And we have a life expectancy rate, according to a 2004 estimate, 57.4 years. So the war really hit every sector, especially health. We have an input of 90% of our staple food, which is rice. So we are highly dependent on input from other countries for our own food. So, and then education sector. According to a 2010 estimate by the UNESCO, that we have a 60.8% literacy rate, and we have like higher education institutions about 11, and University of Liberia, which is the public university, is the oldest, and then we have a few other universities. But the major hindrance is inadequate facilities and stuff. I'll give you an example, because when I was in Liberia and attending University of Liberia, you see students in class standing up to write notes on the board while teacher is teaching. It is very sad. So those are the things that work, and those are the consequences of war. And the last sector I'll talk about is the economy. Liberia presently has a 50% employment rate, and we had a $4.5 billion of debt from the funding of Liberia to before the war, and so the present government helped to reduce it to at least 221 million plus, because they work with the international community to forgive the debt. And then we have just a key aspect is that now Liberia has one of the fastest growing economies because of the effort of the government. So at least the economy is on the recovery. That's my major point about the presentation. So why I gave this presentation is that we as students that are part of UN Affairs, we're talking about war issues, and we also brainstorm solutions about war issues. So war is not a good thing in the world, and we see that it keeps on going on all around the world, even though the UN is helping to really help to reduce those effects of war or causes of war. So I really urge us every time, let us be the change we can be. Let us have those mindset that we can make a change, even if it is very small. We can make a change to bring, change to the world. Every change starts with the individual. And being a part of UN Affairs Club, we don't know where we're going to end up in the future. We can be a real impact to the world. So thank you so much. Thanks for listening to my presentation. So if you have any questions, I don't know if we are short of time, but probably we can, if anybody have questions or comments. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I have an evaluation. I would like you to please fill it out.